Last month, I only worked half the month and made over 50,000 Rand from my laptop. No office, no traveling to work, no boss, no degree, just one skill that most South Africans have never even heard of. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can do the same so you can copy me. So before even getting to this point in my life, 2 years ago, it's probably more or less where you are right now watching this video, right? I knew I had so much more potential I wanted to achieve and fulfill in my life, but I was stuck in a job I didn't like. I was stuck in a life I didn't like. I was working a normal 9 to 5, knew I was destined for greatness, but never really found that breakthrough until I discovered high ticket sales. My first month in high ticket sales, I 4x my income alongside my 9 to 5, and that's when I quit my job and went all in. And ever since 2024, I've been doing this one skill, which has allowed me to earn thousands of dollars every single month from South Africa, from my laptop as well, right? So let me explain exactly what a high ticket sales is and how exactly it works. For anyone that doesn't know, high ticket sales is simply you helping business owners close more deals, make more money, and you get paid commission. Typically you earn in dollars. So think about that. If you're from South Africa, every deal you help close, you earn in dollars and you get to spend in rands. It's one of the biggest cheat codes you could actually use to actually live a good life in South Africa. So just to give you more context, whenever you go on YouTube or on internet, there's always people you see that are influencers online, creating content, and they might have an online business. Now, from that content or ads they run, they have products and services that they sell to their audience. So your job as a remote sales rep is to speak to people from these businesses, speak to these businesses leads that are already interested in what they do, already like them, already have been following them for a long time, and your job is simply to help them go from a lead that's just watching their content to someone that actually buys the program or service that they're selling. And if you're able to help with that, if you're able to help them make that decision, you can earn anywhere from like $200 commission all the way up to like $1,000 plus commission per sale. So that's an overview of how exactly high ticket sales works and what it is. Okay, this is what I've personally been doing for the past 2 years, and it not only allowed me to make really good money, but it's hands down one of the best things you can do as a young person in South Africa, because it's going to test you so much mentally, physically, and also emotionally too. The growth you need to endure to get good at sales is going to translate to all areas of your life. It's one of the best personal development tools you can implement if you truly want to become the best version of yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you the exact blueprint of how you can go from someone that has zero experience, zero knowledge in high ticket sales, to getting to the point where you can earn, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, even upwards of $10,000 per month. So the first step is obviously learning the skill, right? You cannot expect to get on an offer or get on a big business that's producing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month or even millions of dollars a month in sales, and you have no skills and nothing to bring to the table. Because the last thing you want to happen is to get on a big offer and you don't have the skill to actually perform, and then you end up getting let go. So the first and most important step is to learn the skill of sales, how to actually sell, how to actually have proper conversations, how to lead people and help them make a decision that can change their life. Okay, now there's many different ways you can go about learning the skill. You can either go on YouTube for free, learn from people on YouTube. But what I would recommend, which is what I've personally done, is to get a mentor. Get someone that's already doing what you want to do and learn from them, right? Even if it means you investing into a program, that's going to help you tremendously accelerate your growth. Because trust me, guys, in South Africa, I know how it can be, right? It's very easy to think everything out is a scam, all this is skeptical. But if you keep believing that, guys, you have no chance of actually getting to the next level, because not every program is a scam. At this point, I've invested over $30,000 into mentorship and coaching. And that's exactly the reason what helped me achieve the success I've achieved so far. Imagine if I thought everything was a scam. I would obviously never have invested that $30,000 up until this point, but I'll probably be stuck working my 9 to 5. And that was a risk I was willing to take, because I knew that even if it didn't happen at this point in my life right now, it was going to happen eventually. So that risk was definitely worth it for me. And I encourage you to stop living in that fear mindset, because that's the number one thing that's going to hold you back. Even if you have the right skill, even if you have the right attitude about success, if you let fear hold you back, you will never truly see the real growth you want to see in your life. So that's my best advice to anyone watching this: get a mentor, right? That can be anyone you resonate with, anyone you see online you feel like can actually help you. If you need my help or would like my help, feel free to drop me a DM on Instagram, on Facebook, or anywhere on my social media. I'll be more than happy to give you some tips on how you can actually get started too, okay? So that's the first thing: get a mentor and learn the skill, right? Once you've learned the skill and you're actually confident you can sell, the next step is getting on an offer, okay? Because now that you have the skill, now you can actually be a valuable asset to a business owner that you may work with, right? So getting an offer, there's many different ways you can go about doing this, right? One of the many few, you can go on Facebook group chats or high ticket sales Facebook group chats. They're typically hiring people there. You can message recruiters, sales managers. You can even do outreach to business owners on Instagram. But hands down, one of the best ways to get roles is by getting referrals, okay? For example, one of the people I'm working with, within 2 weeks of him working with me, I placed him on an offer and he already got a role within 2 weeks of just working with me because of my network. He's working with me and he leveraged my network, and because I see how hard he's been working, how much he wants it, how hungry he is, I knew that he would be a good fit for the role. So I knew that this business owner was hiring, and I told him, look, I got someone for you. Boom, he liked him, he hired him, and today is his first day. He's actually starting today. So shout out to you, Mateo, if you see this video. So that's the power of actually having a good network right there, right? Imagine if Mateo didn't have me, if he wasn't working with me. Not saying you could never find a role, but it's a lot harder if you don't have any sort of support or connections in the space. Trust me, because I've been there. When I started, I had absolutely zero, right? It was only when I started investing into programs, mentorships, surrounding myself with people that are already in the position I want to be in, that's when it became much easier to get roles, okay? So that, in my opinion, is the best way to get a role, right? Speak to people that are already in the space, doing what you want to do, and help them refer you to the sales managers for who's hiring, to the offer owners, to actually get on a role, okay? Once you've got on the roll, the next step is just doubling down, implementing everything you know, and moving with speed, right? Being coachable, take feedback from your sales manager, right? And outwork everyone else on the offer. Don't think that once you got on the roll, you made it, because you haven't made it. You just have an opportunity to prove to yourself and prove to the business owner you can do it. So at that point, you need to just lock in, focus on fucking dominating, focus on doing your best, putting in the work, and just showing up every single day for yourself. And as long as you keep believing yourself, you keep showing up, you always look for feedback, you always ask for advice, you always get tips from your mentor, from your sales manager, there's no reason you'll fail, guys, okay? This is not a hard game to tap into. It's not easy, but it is very simple, right? You just need to have that self-belief that you can do it, show up every day and never give up, and you can achieve anything you want, right? So at that point, like once you've gone on a roll, it's just about dialing in the experience, getting the reps in. Because at first, you may seem a bit nervous, you may seem a bit scary, right? But imagine like 3 months in, when you've been doing this for 3 months straight, it's gonna feel a lot more normal for you. At that point, once you prove to yourself, you can actually, do this, you're making decent money. Maybe at this point, you're making like anywhere between $2,000, $3,000 per month. At that point, you can now start either looking for a better role in the company or look for a new offer. And that's when the real growth starts to happen, when you actually put yourself in a position where you can actually get on a role that can pay you anywhere upwards of like $5,000 to $10,000 plus per month. So that's the exact blueprint that you should follow, guys, if you want to tap into the space. Trust me, if you take away anything from this video, that can truly change your life, because it's exactly what changed my life, and it's exactly what is going to change my students' life, who I'm working with at the moment, right? Because I have a small group of people that I'm working with, and I'm helping them get into high ticket sales and start making money online. So one piece of advice I will give you though, watching this video without taking action is pointless, right? There's no point you going on YouTube watching, hours and hours of content if you're not actually implementing anything being taught to you on the content you're watching, right? That means you just wasted your time. So if you take away something from this video, if you made it this far to the video, that tells me that you are someone that is interested in actually changing your life and improving your life to the best you can, right? Or else you wouldn't have made it this far in the video. So do not do yourself a disservice and finish this video and just continue with your day. If you truly want to implement and achieve what you say you want to achieve, implement the things I've told you in this video. And trust me when I say this, your life can change so quick. So quick if you truly want it bad enough and you work hard and you never give up, right? Because it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying this is a get rich quick scheme. It took me a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of investments in myself, a lot of failures along the way, right? But it will be worth it as long as you keep showing up every day and you never give up, okay? So if you need help from me, if you would like my help, as I said, feel free to DM me on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you would like to, and I'll be more than happy to give you some tips and guidance on how you can actually get started in the space, because I know it can be very challenging trying to continue with this journey on your own, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you implement what I've taught you in this video, and let me know in the comments what you think or how your journey is going. And any questions you have, like I said, my DMs are always open. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.